Hi, so this is how you're going to make a spotted wing Drosophila trap in your own home using things you can get from your local hardware store. The tools that we have here include red duct tape as a visual cue to attract the spotted wing Drosophila. We have a bottle. This is a 16.9 ounce pop bottle, but you can use different sizes as well. And we have some drywall tape, and this will serve as a bit of a mesh to restrict the size of the insects getting into our trap. We also have some apple cider vinegar, and like we said before, spotted wing Drosophila is a vinegar fly, so it is attracted to that smell of fermenting fruit or vinegar. And so we're going to use this as our bait. And then we're going to use some unscented soap as well to help break the surface tension of the apple cider vinegar, so when the fruit flies go in, they are going to essentially drown in that vinegar. And lastly here we have a hot glue gun as well to help put it all together. We also have some red spray paint. You can also use this to spray some other parts of the bottle red as additional visual cue if you would like, but we're not going to use that here in my office. So first what we're going to do is take this bottle and we want to cut out a square hole out of the side. Next we want to put over some of that drywall tape over that hole, so we're restricting the movement of large insects into the bottle. We'll make sure we give that hot glue some time to dry before we continue. Alright, next we can apply our red duct tape. This is going to help, once again, act as a visual cue for spotted wing Drosophila, but it's also going to help keep that mesh on the bottle as well. So we can apply it just to the sides and edges of it so it helps keep it on the bottle. Now we have a beautiful transformation from a pop bottle to a spotted wing Drosophila trap. And now all we need is our bait. And so we're going to pour just enough apple cider vinegar to kind of go in that bottom. These traps, you don't want to leave them out there for too And then just put a couple drops of soap in there. Kind of swoosh the solution around a little bit. If you like, if you're working with a large batch of apple cider vinegar, you can put enough soap in there initially so that you can always have that soap and apple cider vinegar mixed in together. Additionally, if you are looking at colder months of the year, you can add in some source of ethanol or something that's going to basically decrease the freezing point, like rubbing alcohol just a little bit. So you can help decrease that temperature, which is going to freeze. Next, you want to cap it and then put it wherever your fruit are. In this case, you might put it outside in your garden, either on the ground, and you can use some tape and a stake to hold it in the ground. Or if your fruit are higher, you're looking at higher trees or something, make sure it's in the canopy so it almost looks like it's one of the fruit. And you really want it to be a good attractant for the spotted wing Drosophila. All right, so once you've actually trapped some spotted wing Drosophila, you can either try identifying it yourself. The males are easily identifiable with the naked eye, as long as it's a little bit trained. What you want to look for is a spot, one spot, on the male wing, on the first vein near the tip. Now, Drosophila are very small. Remember, they're kind of like those little flies that fly around in your house on your fruit. So you have to look very carefully to look for that one black spot on the males. The females have this rated ovipositor, and it really requires some magnification. If you're uncertain about your ID or you'd like someone else to take a look at it, you can send it here. Make sure that you're putting all of your flies, that they're no longer in apple cider vinegar. Remove them from that and put them inside a small plastic container that is sealable with 70% rubbing alcohol, which you can get at your local store, local pharmacy, or wherever. And seal it in there, put it in a box, and ship it to me, and I can take a close look at it. Make sure as well that you include a document with your trap, with your flies, about your name, contact information, where you trapped it, if it's close to any kind of fruit, and also the date. Those are some critical pieces of information, and anything else you think would help.